Hello everybody and welcome. I'm doing a message for us all today, which is Wednesday, October 30th. We're getting closer and closer to many important alignments in the sky. The veil is definitely thinning, as I've been talking about. Just meaning that it's bringing us to a space, the opportunity to really connect with our loved ones that have passed on, connect with our higher self, connect with spirit. So it is actually a beautiful time. There's Samhain, Day of the Dead, Halloween, you name it. There's all sorts of traditions and celebrations that depict why this time of year is the best time of year to really get connected and maybe even communication. On top of that, I spoke in my video yesterday about having kind of a rebirth energy, feeling like I'm back in my old energy again, my original, my authentic energy again, and still holding that very steady. A few things have arisen in my awareness, messages I've received regarding this energy. It's all about perspective, as I've been talking about for the last few weeks. This energy lineup, the new moon in Scorpio on Friday, the Mars-Pluto opposition, it's all about perspective. So if you're in a new life experience and you're having a more of a positive experience and your perspective has shifted, recognizing that we are the generators, we are the ones generating the energy to bounce off of the quantum field and have our own unique experience with life here on the planet. Or if you're still stuck, if you're still in old, let me back that up. Those who are in a new perspective, a new experience, this is going to be an incredible time for you to have even more epiphanies, more awakenings, more revelations or realizations, and it's a beautiful way to mature and grow and evolve as a soul on the planet. Then there's another, the split. There's another side of the coin there. Many are still really stuck in old belief systems about life, about themselves, that are stuck in the pain body. A lot of times the pain body is the lens that we are witnessing and experiencing life experiences from, and that is just a trigger to our unresolved pain that we've been carrying with us through this lifetime. And that energy, there's going to be some challenges. And not to put fear out there again, trust me, and no judgment either. We're all stubborn. I've had to really get knocked over the head a few times by the universe to like, oh, I get it now. So again, if you're feeling really stressed, really challenged, really afraid, or just having a difficult time understanding what life is trying to help you shift out of and shift into, just know that that's exactly what's happening right now for everyone as a collective. We are being transitioned or moved into a new path, a new perspective, a new way of experiencing life and seeing ourselves and our situations. But it takes a lot for us humans to actually get there. A lot of times it takes a cataclysmic event. It takes a traumatic event. It takes great loss. It takes great pain. It takes that spiraling down to losing everything. And then we look up at the stars saying, why? What is this all about? Why am I here? Asking the important questions. So know that Pluto, just know that the universe is not trying to harm us. It is really, truly trying to teach us and move us in a new direction for our evolution as humans in our consciousness. So with that said, understand that this next pass in through the new moon can be one of two ways. It can be extremely uplifting, empowering, freeing, liberating, exhilarating, epiphanies left and right, a lot of aha moments, and even looking through the Sabian symbols, there are a lot of energy bringing us back together, uniting us with soul family, soul tribe, to really enjoy each other's company and maybe even relieve or release some of the past. Or you're going to be pulled into a vortex of really creepy, dark, scary things to bring to the surface what has been hidden, what has been a secret, where you've been stubborn, where you've had a hard time seeing that blind spot, or there's a part in you, a protector part in you that's just like, no, refusing to see the truth, refusing to change, to even, this energy can be very stubborn for those who have been clinging on to how they want to see themselves and the world and their experiences, because this is a big shakeup. This is a big shakeup for everyone in many different ways. So let's get a message for us all. I hope you're all doing well, and that you are finding that you're having a better time or a better ability in connecting to the spirit realm, in connecting to your higher self, in connecting to your guides, your loved ones that have passed on, who are also, some do form into our guidance or navigation. You got to use discernment, of course. It can be a lot of fun. It can be quite enjoyable. Message for us all today. And if anybody is inquiring about a personal reading, you can either email me, my information's in the description box below, or you can go, if you're local to me, if you're in Chester County, Pennsylvania, or close to Chester Springs, Pennsylvania, go on to solacefarmsretreat.com website and schedule a session with me one-on-one in person. Okay. Yep. Seven of Wands and the Empress. Very conflicting energies there. Okay. Prince of Swords at the bottom speaks of okay. Here's an interesting message for us all. Overall, there is a need, a desire, a pull to have greater understanding as to what is going on, why we're here, what is happening, understanding. This is the search, the quest for higher knowledge, for a higher perspective. And I'm not talking about college, university. In search of the truth. And most likely, as being the prince, there has already been some nuggets of truth already laid out before you that have kind of had an allure, a resonance, a pull. Like, you know what? I could see this a different way. I could see everything in a completely different way. And it's a choice, right? Are you going to continue to perform for others in life and have this Seven of Wands card shows somebody who is showing his wand in a very specific way. I am the leader, I am strong, I am wise. But this is all a performance because all of these other wands are coming at him. So that could also be this energy of, you know, the tension, the challenges that are arising for those who are continuously staying behind a mask and pretending to be a very specific way when deep down the Empress within has been arising, and you know it, meaning not male or female. The Empress is just, it's intuitive senses. It is feeling your way through life, having that divine feminine energy within, again, not gender, but energy, a fluidity of a higher awareness. The Empress is extremely intuitive, but not only intuitive, discerning, nurturing, loving, patient, very connected to nature as well. Very connected to nature, animals, plants, and Nine of Cups. Fully desiring and to feel and express love, passion, connection with others, authentic connection, true connection, deep connection, not superficial. This is who I am. Look at me. This is the lesson here. I'm going to get one more on the King of Pentacles here. I'm picking up for many that money and status, the status quo, has been the drive, the driving force of this energy. As long as I keep performing this way, I keep building up my bank account, I keep building up my ego, I keep building up, you know, the more you have, the more you have in the material, a lot of times the less you have going on inside, and you feel very, very empty and alone. Not always. I'm not saying that money is a bad thing. Actually, we all need it, obviously, to survive to some degree on this planet. But when it takes you out of your truth and out of your authenticity, that's when it can become a big problem. Princess of Swords below the Prince of Swords. So there's a lot of truth that's arising here now for many of us, many people, in many different ways. How do you perform? And it could just be our routines too. I find myself doing this as well. It's great to get into a routine, especially if you've been in a rut and finally life picks you up out of that rut and puts you into a new routine where suddenly, yeah, I'm making some money and all of that. But then you find that that becomes a repetitive pattern, right? And it's very hard to break out of that. We're always getting put into a cycle where we could trigger old patterns to arise and run and generate unconsciously or from our blind spot. And it's all driven by the need to have money and things. To be, King of Pentacles sometimes speaks of legacy, to leave something behind. But when we leave something behind, when we pass on, when we leave these bodies, we don't necessarily want that to be, you can't take it with you, right? How did you influence and impact other souls here on the planet? That's what you leave behind. Not your things, not your stuff. Not how it's an old mindset. It's an old belief system that has been embedded in the human consciousness for very, very, very long. That the more money and the more things and the more accolades and the more material possessions that you have, and maybe even businesses, and you can give in that way, but that's very superficial still. It's a program. So the Prince of Swords is, I want to understand this deeper. Have I gotten myself stuck into yet another pattern where I'm really just performing for life, hoping that it'll take me out of this then? Because if you're not truly happy in what it is that you're doing, life will show you. Life will show you. All right, we're going to get one more card to wrap this up. And this is the time that life will show us in a very deep, scorpionic way, where you're not being truthful and honest with yourself. You're not allowing others to see your true self shine. You're not being authentic and real. And it's been such a repetitive pattern that you think this is who you are. I've been there. You think that's who you are until the universe humbles you so much, until something, and maybe it's not money, but maybe it is love. Maybe it is a mother, is no longer in your life experience. Then what does it all mean? Arises. What's the point? And we have bliss. And the message I'm receiving right now is very cliche, very cliche, but follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. We all know what lights us up. We've all had experiences of love and connection that light us up, that enliven us, that bring us to a state of happiness and bliss. Yet is that what we strive for every day? No. We go back into the old mundane patterns because it's so habitual. This is what the collective is working its way to break free from, break out of. We're still at the Prince of Swords, and we're talking collective energy. So take what resonates for you, leave the rest. But for all of us, it is important to follow our bliss, follow our happiness. If you're not happy, take a deeper look as to why. It will show itself to you. Life is showing it to us now, regardless. So that's what I have for us all today. I hope that you found this to be helpful for you. Sending you all so much love. Take care. Bye.